Talk about Lloyd Pringle there.
That's a different story. That's not the same thing.
Lloyd Pringle, you both remember him well, but he was a little fellow, and our well was out by the barn, quite a ways from the house, and Kathy left to run poor little Lloyd to death, send him back for a bucket of water. She sent him back for another bucket of water.
So when did you meet Mom?
Huh?
When did you meet Mom? Where did you meet Mom? My mother. Where did you meet Mother?
When did I leave her?
Meet her. Meet her. When did you find her?
Well, at High Street Church.
How old?
Well, I had knew her at high school. And she attracted me already at high school. But all we did was just pass in the hallway, say hi. That was about all. But then the church started, and Cornelia, her sister, was one of the preacher's wives, Gerald Moore. You remember him before. And so Kathy was coming to church with Cornelia. And I knew Gerald Cornelia real well. And I think Cornelia had a little bit to do with us getting together.
I bet she did.
Because the night they was leaving that night that I had my first day, Cornelia said, "Couldn't you take Kathy home tonight? I don't believe we can make it." Well, that started something.
So that would have been, that was New Year's Eve, wasn't it?
No, the next day was New Year's Eve.
Huh?
The next night was New Year's Eve, right?
Well, the next night we had a date to go. I think we was going to Doling Park to skate. It was the middle of winter time. The ice storm was still on. Now that was the reason I got to bring her home that night. Cornelia used that for an excuse anyway.
The ice storm.
Anyway, I went and got her the next night, and I got out to her house, but we couldn't get back up the hill, back toward town.
Yeah.
And I was sitting on the side of the hill, and I got out on my bare feet and pushed the car, turned it around. And then I got in and we drove back down the hill. We didn't go home. Didn't go home. We went on past town on dirt road, come around back down. And I would bet $1. I'd bet $1 to a donut that we went to Ray Coley's for a sandwich.
I bet you did.
Ray Coley's? What was
Ray
We never missed Ray Coley's.
Yeah, it was a chili restaurant in town. Mother loved it. They'd go get a chili and a coney.
Oh, really?
and big chocolate shake.
Oh, Ray Coley's. Well, Ray Coley's was in my raising up. He was right across the street on Boulevard. Then he came up there on Center Street. No, he built the first building on Sherman Street on down where the Dr. Pepper place is now.
Yeah.
And it was a little log building. And when he went up on Center Street, building a new building, Dad bought that log building from him and moved it over and made Mother's Kitchen Cafe.
Yeah.
You know where I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It was on St. Louis Street across from the bakery. The big bakery was right there. And I'm trying to think what I'm trying to say. Oh yeah, that's what Mother and Ede and Daisy and one of Dad's cousins, 4 women, won that restaurant.
Yeah.
And they won a good little restaurant, but it was just a little narrow. That's where I was telling you about the old man that had to help Wells Buster fill his car.
Oh, tell Mark that
I don't
story.
know that.
Don't know that one?
No.
Well, there was an old man kept coming in there. Every morning he was a real old man, but Dad was always talking cars to him, and he was talking about his car. Said, "Getting old, I'm just expecting the thing to blow up any time." Well, about that time, it was the winter time, but they came out with a Hell Spells Buster. It was kind of a car bomb, and you go in and sit under it and hook it on spark plug.
Uh-huh.
And the old man was eating in the restaurant, and they were talking to him, and they knew it was loaded. And he was saying, well, I'm just trying to call bluff. And he went out there and called in and turned the switch on. It started on. It started in first, and then the smoke will come around. About that time he was scared to jump out of it, and then it blows up. And he let it run. Him in his pain. If it did it now, it puts in jail for it.
That's good.
Oh, there was another one I told you about just a few days ago. Next door, Dad had built a service station building,
Yeah.
and he sold that service station to a guy named A.R.K. He was a high school teacher, but still is a pet kid.
Still is a fat coon.
Yeah.
Anyway, he had a great big bellied coal stove in the office part, kept a good fire going in it all the time. And this old boy was figuring out an easy way to heat, so he had it setting full of coals, and he got him about a 3-gallon bucket that he could get in there, or maybe a little smaller, full of oil, put down on the coals. He said, now that's just gonna just boil over and then burn. It'll burn maybe for 2 days. Well, it got so big it wasn't passing. I don't know how it kept burning the building. But that was A.R.K.
Arcade.
Arcade.
That's funny. Arcade. So how long did they date before they got married?
They dated for a year before they got engaged.
What?
You dated for a year before you got engaged. You and Mom.
Jackie and I, yeah. Yeah, we were engaged a year and then married about 6 months after that.
Where did
Middle
you
of June.
Where did you ask her to marry you?
Oh, across the road, the house that Joe tore down.
Okay.
The other day there was a metal craft.
Uh-huh.
We were sitting in that drive. Well, I had asked her a time or two before, but that's where she considered that we were going to get married.
You finally told the truth. You used to say she asked you.
Well, I used to tell that story that I thought she was asking if we wanted to go to the show, and I said yes.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So,
No, but I asked her. In fact, I begged her. Oh, I loved her mother then, too.
I know.
So you asked her a couple of times before she said
Yeah.
yeah.
You asked her a couple of times before she said yes.
Yeah, it took a while. She knew she was going to, but she just wanted to hold out on me.
She tell you that later?
No, I don't think so, but I did.
They got married at High Street.
She wasn't looking for anybody else,
You know,
and I wasn't either.
yeah.
My licking days was over right then.
Then,
They got married at High Street?
yeah, they got married at High Street.
Who married them?
Gerald married him.
Oh, really?
Gerald Moore married him.
Girl Moore was on my picture. Charlie was going to leave in the church there. You know, he went to California and then traded preachers with Bill Dowell. Bill Calhoun, and he said, but that was over a marriage. Charlie got married again. The church didn't agree with the way it happened.
Yeah.
But nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
Only he had gone with this girl so long, and then he let her get married to somebody else, and then his mother had it as normal.
Oh.
And brought her back, and then Charlie married her.
So when did they build the house?
But
They-
they were settled a long time before, but Charlie just wouldn't do it.
When you first got married, you lived with Mino and Fate. and
Oh,
built.
yeah, sure. Well, for just a short time till we built our house.
Yeah.
We've always built our house we lived with that mother.
Yeah.
And that's the house.
But we
that's-
was building the house at that time. Dad was building houses then, and the little house over the hill is just exactly like our house was then.
right. Except that you built on about 3 times.
We built on ours, don't look like the same house, of course.
Right. Right.
We built on it 3 times, 1948, 1965. Then in between, we changed the roof design. I don't remember exactly when to do that. You know, the house looked different, with more roof on it.
Mm-hmm. The eaves.
More eaves.
Right. Right.
It's amazing he can remember all that.
Well,
Let's
he's
see, go-
got a great
How
memory.
about some of the best times that he remembers with Mother?
Oh, I make him sad. Would it make you sad? Would it make you sad to talk about the best times with Mom? The best times you and Mom had together? What was your
Oh,
favorite?
we had so many good times, honey. I couldn't even start.
Tell us one.
Oh, everything we did was so good. Well, you know, Mother always, before we were married, we always joked about her shoving me off the bridge into the creek
With her,
out of Northfield.
yeah. Wearing your
But
dad.
it was just a little low bridge, but we was parked there Sunday afternoon after, just out there. Now my things are quitting me. I was here myself.
I know.
But we always teased about her shoving me and then when I came out, it was Sunday. I told her I had on my dad's shoes. It's all right in the water. And she thought that worried her, but it didn't. But that was almost one of her things. One of the biggest days we ever had, you remember, was right here. The snow days.
Yeah.
With all the kids, we
Kids.
had hundreds of about here, 50 here.
Lots of kids.
And Kaylee was riding off the hill.
Yeah.
On one of our young men's, he'd lay down on the sled and she'd get a straddle of him.
We sledded a lot, didn't we? And remember the
Now
old.
that was after 1965.
Yeah. Oh well. Yeah.
Like this house was built.
But remember when we were little kids and you pulled us around on a car hood with the Jeep?
Oh,
And the
bobsleds.
bobsleds.
Oh, sure.
And your mom rode the bobsleds.
Yeah, remember the night she's riding behind Homer Fallon, pulled his belt off.
Yeah.
Homer Fallon was just a good old honest boy, but he couldn't make a living for his family. He couldn't do nothing, but everybody liked him.
Yeah. So tell Mark about you and Mother plowing the garden with a horse.
Oh, that was when we lived out at Willard.
Oh.
Oh yeah, we were trying to plow us up a garden, and I had a little saddle horse that never been worked. I had it broke yet. But we thought, well, we'll just put it on our lady. And old Khaki was got
The
lady
leading
blankets in the plow.
Yeah.
And the little horse didn't want to do that. And he was acting the fool a little bit, and Khaki got mad and said, I quit. She throwed the lines down, the horse run away. That plow would go about 10 foot high and come back down. I don't remember where he stopped now, but he's just kept it going.
She quit. That's probably the only time she ever quit.
Yeah. I don't know her ever quitting them before.
I took Gail across
But
the valley when
The horse was kind of a crowd nerve, sort of crowd matter.
Yeah.
on my back.
Scaring her.
You know how well a horse will do. And so I quit.
Gail, remember when I took you across the valley on that snowmobile about 50, 60 miles an hour and you were banging on my back to stop?
Yeah.
I picked up her picture this morning and looking at it.